You ever have one of those mornings where you just know the universe is out to get you? Yeah, airports are bad enough, but that day, man, it felt like every god in charge of chaos punched in early just to mess with me. Picture this, my son Miles, 7, autistic, already hanging on by a thread, and we're not even on the plane yet. We're just at the gate, and he's melting down. Not cute toddler cry melting. No, I'm talking full body panic rocking back and forth, hands jammed over his ears, the world just way too loud and too much. I drop down, try to block him from the worst of it. People rolling suitcases, announcements blaring, grown adults fighting over who boards first like it's the finals of the Hunger Games. Hey, buddy, I say, brushing his hair back. Almost there. Plane's coming. Headphones soon. You're okay. I'm here. And that's of course he is when a shadow appears. Because there's always a shadow. Isn't there? Some woman storms up, got that whole I own the place vibe. Hair perfect, outfit perfect, face like the only word she's ever heard is yes. She just snaps, loud, sharp, for everyone at the gate to hear. Unbelievable. Do you seriously think the rest of us paid for this circus? I didn't even get a word out before she snatched a steaming cup off the counter and hurled it. Not toward me, but right at Miles. Boiling liquid, all over my boy's chest and arms. I'll never forget that scream. It wasn't even human. Just pain, pure, sharp, animal pain. Everything froze, the world pressed pause. I'm yanking off his hoodie with shaking hands, and I see it. Red-skinned, blisters popping up like evil magic. People gasp. Someone shouts. Phones come out. A man rushes in. Suddenly, it's panic everywhere. But the woman? She stands there with this smug little smile like she just chucked some trash in the bin. She mumbles, "Kids like that shouldn't be allowed in public if they can't behave." That's when I see it clipped to her designer purse like a medal. HOA president. Of course, because running a neighborhood wasn't enough power, apparently. She's got to run the airport, too. Security starts running over, and she changes gear switches from villain to Oscar-winning victim in 2 seconds flat. "Oh, please," she says, pointing at Miles. He lunged at me. I spilled it by accident. I just hold my son while his skin's bubbling, and she's out here worried about her image. And I swear, in that second, looking at her so calm, so sure, I knew one thing. She wasn't walking away from this. Let's pause here for a sec. If you've ever wondered what happens when an HOA president breaks free from her cul-de-sac and becomes a full-on public minute-second-grats, you're about to find out. 1 minute, I'm helping my son survive airport hell. And the next, some lady's launching coffee like she's in the finals for Team USA. And then, it gets worse. Because instead of, basic shame, she doubles down. Lies. Plays victim. Acts like my kid's pain is messing up her precious schedule. But here's the twist, because you're gonna love this. The airline didn't just say sorry. They went full not today Satan mode. I mean, first-class treatment, security tapes, witnesses, receipts and a lawsuit that came back on her so fast it could have used a seatbelt. So buckle up. This story has airport chaos, courtroom drama, and the kind of karma that'll have you grinning. Before it all went sideways, that morning was supposed to be nice. Not Instagram perfect nice. Just, survive and smile. This trip was months in the making. Not a vacation, but importante visit to see my sister. Miles had been counting down in his own way. If you got an autistic kid, you'll know his excitement isn't bouncing off walls. He'll ask, calm as can be, the same question 100 times. What day do we fly? What time do we fly? Is the plane big? Do they have cookies? Every repeat meant he was safe enough to look forward. But airports are rough for Miles. The noise, the lights, the smells like walking into a blender that won't turn off. So we prepared. I packed headphones, his softest hoodie, chewy snacks, fidget toys, his tablet loaded with the one show he'll actually watch. We even rehearsed. First we wait, then we board, then we sit, then we fly. Simple steps, calm voice. And it actually worked for a while. We cleared security, no problem. Miles held my sleeve, humming softly his "Stay Brave" noise. I remember thinking, maybe today'll be good. And then, at the gate, it all changed. There was this wall of people, the speakers blasting, some dude chewing gum like he was getting paid for it. Miles just froze, eyes wide, body stiff. I tried to calm him, but the noise kept coming and then cracked. Meltdown right there. That's when she decided to jump in. Because every story like this has a villain, right? You ever feel that moment, like background music should go dun dun dun, And somebody ought to whisper or run. That was her. Not just rude. No, this lady was special. That deep confidence you only get from years of yelling at neighbors about mailbox height. Arms crossed, sunglasses indoors, because what if the fluorescent lights get you? Staring down at Miles, not like a kid, but like a bug. Her mouth in a tight, sour line. I've seen that face people who call the cops on a lemonade stand. She leans over, whispering loud to the gate agent. Is nobody going to handle this? Like she's reporting a crime. Some of us are trying to have a peaceful morning. Lady, this is an airport. Peace died here decades ago. The agent ignores her, but she's just getting started. Heels click as she closes in, louder than a starter pistol. She turns to me, fake smile, voice all syrupy. Can you control your child? And I just blink, because what like he's a robot? I shield Miles, I'm trying. He's autistic. He's overwhelmed. That should have been it, right? A normal person would back off. But she sighs, long and dramatic, like she's the one suffering. Well, she says, that doesn't mean the rest of us should have to deal with it. Then, she flashes her badge literally so everyone can see. HOA president. Not even kidding. Like she's some suburban cop. Except her jurisdiction is limited to dog poop and lawn heights. She stands there, daring me to challenge her. But I try to focus on Miles' watch, his breathing, his hands, his eyes, because every second counts. But she keeps coming, waving her hand in front of her nose like his crying is some kind of gas leak. Can you not? There are children here. Ma'am, he is the child. Please back up, I say. She huffs, like I'm blocking her way to the throne. I paid for this flight. I shouldn't have to listen to that. Like my son is a broken air conditioner. Again, I say he's autistic. He can't help it. For a split second, she falters not with empathy, but calculating her next move. So you admit he's disruptive, she announces. She turns to the agent. You heard her? This is a safety issue. Lady, the only safety issue is you barreling around like a caffeinated rhino. She marches to the counter, slaps her hand down. I want them moved. Or removed. I don't care. The gate agent blinks. Ma'am, he's a child. And I'm the HOA president of Meadow Pines Estates. Like that means anything at gate 17. Meanwhile, some guy's still yelling into his phone about fantasy football. The crowd starts shifting. A few people stare. Some look away. An older woman frowns at her, like she wants to tell her off. My cheeks are burning. Not shamerage. Miles cries harder, hands over his ears, folding in on himself. I stand, hold him tight. Stop talking about my child like he's not here. That's when she fully turns, all control freak ice. You people always use excuses, she spits. Back in my day, kids learned manners. I look at her. Back in your day, people smoked on planes. Let's not use that as the gold standard. A few people snort. She hates that. She steps closer, chin up, scanning for her next weapon. Her eyes land on the steaming cup on the counter. You ever just know someone's about to do something unhinged? Stomach drops. She grabs the cup, spins, and before I can even move, launches it. Boiling coffee, right at Miles. It explodes across his chest. He freezes, then screams. It's the kind of scream that rips you apart. I tear off his hoodie, fabric sticks to his skin, angry red rising, blisters blooming. My hands are shaking so bad I almost drop him. The crowd goes wild. Someone yells, "What is wrong with you? Call security." Phones everywhere. Someone's recording, arm up like a witness in court. The woman? Arms crossed, smug as ever. Well, that should quiet him down, she mutters. If murder was legal, she'd be in the lost luggage by now. I hold my son, heart hammering, while she starts spinning her story. Oh, please, he lunged at me. I spilled by accident. I was scared, faster and louder, as if shouting will change what happened. A gate employee rushes over with ice, towels. Ma'am, are you okay? Oh my God, his skin. Another whispers into a radio. Security to gate 17. In just a twist of knife, HOA lady leans in and says, only for me. People like him shouldn't be in public. My hands ball into fists. And that's when it hit me. This wasn't just cruelty. This was someone who needed to control everything. Now she's been challenged, and she's lashing out. The medics arrive pressed cool, gauze, to Miles's burns. Gate agent keeps saying, I'm so sorry, so sorry. HOA lady, still performing. He attacked me. He made me spill it. This is what happens when parents don't parent. That's when security steps in. Calm, Firm, no nonsense. Ma'am, step aside. She puffs up. Do you know who I am? I'm an HOA president. Some guy behind me, bless him, calls out, yeah, and I'm president of minding my own business. You threw it on purpose. People laugh, some clap. Then the airline supervisor shows up, looks straight at the cameras on the ceiling. If anyone recorded this, please stay. We need statements. That's when I realized this isn't just a story now. This is evidence. People film the whole thing. Miles gets carried out. I'm right there, holding his hand. The supervisor tells security, pull the footage. Every angle. For the first time since the coffee hit, I feel hope. Justice might actually show up. Next day, while Miles is bandaged and can barely sleep, guess who waltzes in like nothing happened? HOA woman. Same walk, same attitude. She goes to the counter. I'm here for my upgrade. The agent scans her pass and suddenly goes ice cold. Ma'am, you can't board today. You've been placed on a no-fly hold, pending investigation. She loses its napping, threatening lawyers, tries to push past. Security steps in fast. This time, everyone's watching. Someone whispers, isn't that the coffee lady? Someone else starts clapping slow, then louder. She's escorted away, red-faced and yelling. As she disappears, people shout, hope the upgrade was worth it, and HOA can't save you now. And then the best part, someone filmed her whole meltdown. Within hours, the video goes viral. HOA president banned after coffee attack. Millions of views. For once, the whole internet agreed she wasn't the victim. She was the villain. You'd think she'd learn, right? Apologize? Disappear? Nope. A week later, a certified letter shows up at my door. She's suing me. Claims I ruined her reputation, caused her distress, that my son triggered her anxiety. I just stare at the papers. Lady, my kid's the one burned. Miles asks, is the mean lady saying sorry? I choke up. Then the airline's legal team calls. Don't worry. We're handling it. Court comes quick. Miles wants to see her apologize. I know she won't, but he needs to see for himself. In court, she's stiff, dressed up like she's at a country club brunch, doesn't look at us once. Her lawyer tries to spin it, was overwhelmed. She panicked. Oh, and suddenly she's autistic too, and the noise made her react. The room goes quiet. For a second, even I'm thrown. But then, the airline's lawyer stands up cool, collected and drops evidence like a gavel. Security footage, phone videos, medical records, statements. Then they play the tape. Clear as day. She picks up the cup, aims, throws. No accident. No attack. The judge doesn't even blink. Dismisses her lawsuit immediately, lets the countersuit go through. She's hit with everything: assault, child endangerment, no-fly ban, damages, and a chunk of money donated to an autism charity under Miles's name. Walking out, Miles asks, did she learn? I squeeze his hand. She's going toe the hard way. Life wasn't magically fixed. Miles still hated loud places. Still jumped when someone opened a hot drink. Still asked, Mom, is the airport going to hurt me again? But people started showing up. His therapy center got wind of the story. Staff treated him like family. One morning, the director calls me, shaking. You need to see this. Someone donated life-changing money, enough to build sensory rooms, buy equipment, help dozens of kids. Attached was a note. I'm sorry. I'm getting help. No name, but I didn't need one. The woman who caused our worst day finally did something good, lost her power, her status, her little I run the world badge. And in return, a whole bunch of kids got something better. Miles walked into that new sensory room, sat on the soft mat, whispered, it's quiet here, and smiled. That smile that was victory. You want the lesson? I'll tell you mine. Some people don't want peace. They want control. They want everything tidy, quiet, because then they don't have to face their own chaos. But pain never gives you the right to hurt someone else. Especially a child. Especially a kid already fighting to survive a world that's always too loud. One night, as I helped Miles change his bandages, he asked, Mom, why was she so mean? I told him the truth as gently as I could. Sometimes people are hurting, and instead of fixing it, they spread it. I kissed his forehead. But we don't become like them. We become better. The world is already too hot. We don't need to be the ones pouring boiling water on someone else's life. So yeah, that's how an HOA president tried to control an airport, went viral, got banned, and ended up funding sensory rooms as her final apology. Miles is healing. We're healing. And every time we fly now, I hold his hand a little tighter because some scars aren't just on skin theory in your memory. But here's my question for you. If you saw someone treat a kid like that in public, what would you do? Step in? Record it? Call them out? Tell me down below, because I swear, stories like this prove one thing. Some people don't need therapy. They need consequences.
Cảm ơn tất cả các bạn đã xem video.